Hello everyone, Just Love, Just Light here. Happy Tuesday. I know I missed you last week, but I've been really busy with my other part-time job and a few other projects, so just wanted to be present for those. And, I like to be present for you guys as well, so definitely helps sometimes to take a little break, but I hope you're all doing great so far this week. I know it's springtime and the weather is changing. We definitely got a few days of sunshine this weekend, and today is going to be sunny as well. I actually went to go catch the sunrise this morning, and so beautiful, absolutely beautiful, completely clear skies as well. And the moon had just risen as well, so it was really cute. The sun and moon were together this morning, so it was a beautiful thing to see. And I think, in Seattle here, it's not every day during this time of year that we get to see the sun. So whenever it's sunny, I do my best to get out there and just enjoy and get connected and have some just shared gratitude. And those sunsets and sunrises really make you feel small. It's kind of it's a unifying feeling as well, because it sets and rises for all of us, and it's keeping us all here. So it's really amazing. But anyways, but yeah, my week's been good so far. I've been a little busy again with my other job this week as well, but I work at 11. So this morning I just decided to get up early and have it be a really beautiful, productive morning. And so here I am, hanging out with you guys. But I wanted to talk about something that is a subject that I think our whole world is going through right now, and that is wealth, and wealth consciousness, which is something that a lot of us, I think, it's confusing to figure out, because we've been kind of conditioned to see wealth throughout life as money, although that is one form of it, right? That financial abundance, but that's not, true wealth. And wealth is something that pertains to all parts of our life. So like relationships, our dreams, our goals in life, all of these things, our passions in life, like being wealthy, and our self-love, just our health. I don't know if I already said that, but, there's so many things that are important to kind of understand, also receive wealth. And when I think we're completely well-rounded in that, we're not only in a state of gratitude and open to receive, but we understand that wealth in itself is it's a mindset. It's something that we can create in our consciousness. And that's huge. And honestly, I've been super, lately it's just really been, life's been really unfolding in a really great way, and it's taken some practice on my end, right? But I'm seeing the way that things are just shifting in such simple ways, and I'm just super grateful. Honestly, I can't help but be more grateful at the end of the day. And so I kind of wanted to share with you what I consider, something to be helpful in understanding that we can create wealth right now in this moment. And because a lot of things wealth consciousness, right? It's a mindset, basically. It's something that you create in all forms of your life and in your thoughts, so regardless of your circumstances. And I think the biggest thing too is, with energy, we are in absolute control, right? I mean, sometimes we give a lot. I mean, the universe is incredible, right? But we forget that we're part of that's what we are. And we're made of the same particles, same thing, energy. And we have so much power in shifting it within ourselves. And we don't realize how much that affects the world around us, that we interact with and that we're connected to in other parts of the world, and other parts of the country and the city over, wherever it is, we're connected to everyone and everything. It's all one thing. And, I know I talk about this all the time, but that's why Earth is so amazing at grounding us, right? Because like I said, we're made of the same thing, and we all on earth, there's a cycle of life, right? And that's what we're doing. And our hearts, they don't beat for eternity. Like there's a cycle that they go through, and our organs like are constantly functioning for us and giving us life. But at some point, right, all life ends, only to begin again. And that's the cycle of life. And that's what we're part of, you guys. And it's so beautiful. And we're not separate from anything out there. And I think when we really understand that, we understand just how powerful it is when we kind of take control of our own energy, and not control in a bad way, but in a beautiful way. We see it kind of affect just the life around us and the people that we're interacting with, and the lives we're changing, and the people we're inspiring, and the service that we're offering. And it's just so beautiful. So but I think the biggest thing in the way that we create a wealthier mindset, right, is by living in the end. And I know this is something I've learned by a lot of my teachers, and it's truly just because I know we can all get caught up in our circumstances, self included. I've done this before, and it takes practice, but we sometimes get really stressed out because society also tells us what to do with money, kind of thing, or what we should do, right? But really it's up to us. It's not about the money thing and the material thing. It's about the inner happiness that we feel, like living our best life, being happy with what we're doing, and being simple, like not needing material and outside things to make us happy. Like the first thing is to learn to be happy without all of that, and let that kind of be the base from where we grow. But anyways, so yeah, like I think the biggest thing is it's like, a lot of people tell you like there's always something to be grateful for, but that's easier said than done, right? Because I mean I've been there too, where you're in such a place that you're like, I get that and all, but right now like my reality is huge to me. Like I'm going through this and it's scary. But the biggest thing is about our thoughts and emotions, though, is that we actually have power over those. So we know what it is to feel loved, right? Let's say, even when let's say we're heartbroken, right? We can actually tune ourselves into feeling loved if we take ourselves to a different place, right? So if we start thinking about this really awesome time, maybe with someone we really loved or care about at any time, and really think about that and that feeling, we can instantly like change our mindset. Isn't that crazy? Regardless of what we're going through at that moment, like we have the power to shift that. And that's meditation, right? Being able to let go and recenter. And but yeah, and also just like, I know for me, like as someone who has always battled depression, and I've discussed this many times, I've learned the importance of like how I can change my frequency as well. Like sometimes I'll be really in my head, and I realize like for a moment, if I really go to a really happy place or watch something that's hilarious, like it's going to I can change my frequency. And the biggest thing is like taking those baby steps, right? When we're in a really dark place and it feels like our reality is like completely defining us, and all that matters, we can take little steps. And whether that is, even if it's like going to donate something or volunteering somewhere, and honestly, even taking it to smaller steps, but sometimes like just getting out of bed and making ourselves a pot of tea or a cup of coffee, or reading a chapter out of a book we really love, going out to get ourselves coffee, going to the store to go buy ourselves lunch for the day, or whatever that is. Even a tiny movement, just packing a little snack and going out to the park for even 10 minutes, like whatever we can do has the power to change so much of our life. Because when we go, you'll realize you'll go do these things and like you'll have a really random good interaction, or someone will smile at you, or you run into someone or you get a text from someone that you were thinking about, or a friend, whatever that is. Like you'll see little shifts in life, you'll see miracles. And honestly, you guys, all you ever really have to do is like look up into the sky and see yourself. We're floating in space, that's incredible. And if that is good to make you feel small for a few minutes, then that's good, because that's going to build some of that momentum, and it's going to shift things. And the more we take little steps, the bigger they get, right? And the more we focus, we'll start seeing ourselves focusing on, you know, the better parts of our day a little bit more, the good things. And it's amazing because we start to just shift our lives, and we realize the bad thoughts are a lot less, the complaints are a lot less, the bad interactions are a lot less, and the time we make is a lot more important, and to ourselves, you know, because I think that's another thing is like, I think we just learn over time too with this, like the things that do make us feel good and the things that don't. And this life is a process, you guys. I know Abraham Hicks always says, like, if you were given everything you ever wanted in life right now, you wouldn't want that. You know, like you would be, I mean, can you imagine if you just got everything you wanted? Like, then what? You know, like there is no purpose to any of these things. When we finally get them, our life continues. We still have to go through the experience, and it's like, it's important to enjoy the journey. It really is. And I know that can be really hard, and it doesn't make any sense sometimes, but when we really understand that this life is a journey and ultimately it's here to be experienced and mostly enjoyed, you take the pressure off. And I know I say this a lot too. A lot of what I say, right, is all one concept, but just we really start to let go of these like expectations of, oh, I gotta be this successful in life, because there's no such thing. And, you know, or I gotta be this wealthy in life. I mean, there's no such thing, and it's not gonna be fun if you're not, you know, present there to enjoy it, to fully be present with it. So it's so good to kind of reroute that now in our lives, because not only we're wealthy, we are rich. And I know a lot of people, there's a lot of the world that is suffering, right? But I know a lot of us, especially in the Western world, but a lot of us, we are so fortunate. And it's not about, you know, like not like saying our emotions aren't valid or our struggles aren't valid or our traumas and things we've gone through. But we are incredibly fortunate, a lot of us, to have clean water and clean air and so many opportunity to go outside, right? And to be and to breathe that in. And the more that we do that and we start within ourselves, the more we can radiate that energy to the world, you guys. I mean, this is the law of the universe. Like, it's energy. If we generate really beautiful, loving thoughts to all of life, and we realize how connected we all are, that can spread to the world. And it spreads not only energetically, but it spreads by the actions we take and the things that the way that we approach life and approach others. And I'm just super, I just hope that we're all inspired to really go outside, because Earth is like such the best reminder. And when you're talking to other people, remember that they're Earth. They're the universe. Like, look at them and look at yourself that way and understand that that is what you are. And regardless of what you're going through, that is your truth. That is your birthright in this life. And that is your truth. You are nature, and no one, nothing can take that away from you. There's no hate in the world that could take that from you. There is no validation that you need to understand that is your truth. Absolutely none. That is just it. That is what you are. You're made of it. You're made of stars. Like, actually, this is a science as well, you know, like, even if you need that proof, like, you're stardust. You're part of this beautiful universe. And the more we understand that, just like I said, you know, our energy, we let go. And when you don't need things become effortless. They just pop up in your life. And because you don't need them. You're not sending out this energy that you don't have something, or that you're a victim to something. You're just in complete alignment with who you are, and you're in your complete power, and you become wealthy, and you realize you are wealthy in this moment just to be alive, and that your body is nature, and it's occurring, and it's not stopping. There's a reason for that, and it's because you are part of the cycle of life, and the life needs you. And so I don't know, I hope that helps. But that is being truly wealthy. And I promise you guys, like, you become wealthy in other things. Like, you'll be able to, you want to travel, like, you'll see that these opportunities come up, and you'll see all these other things. I think our problem is we think wealth is like, I want to travel, so I need a ton of money to do that. When it's like, realistically, if you're a really kind person and you spread love in your daily life, you'll see how the opportunities come. And sometimes it's not even like, you don't even need the money, right? Like, someone just hands you opportunities, or there's something that happens to where things become possible for you. And that's huge. And I say that 100% because of my own experience. And years ago, I watched The Secret when I was a lot younger, and it changed my life. And I wasn't in a place in my life where I was ready to fully practice my taking control over my own energy. I kind of had to go through life first, a few crazy things in life, right? Like, really tough things. And I'm grateful for that. That's divine as well, right? That divine timing. When we're ready to do the work. And sometimes we have to go through some really tough things to understand that. But after going through those things, I really understood that I was ready to take control over my energy, to feel good, because that's what I deserve in my life. And I believe that's what the world deserves of me, is for me to be my best and happiest self, and loving self, most loving and kind. And just also understand to be patient with yourself, because no one can be 100% loving and kind all the time, right? But we do our best every day. And you'll see that even the judgmental thoughts you have in your own head begin to disappear. You just start loving everything. Like, honestly, it becomes so easy and effortless. And you'll have little moments and little bumps, and those are often there to remind you, like, hey, you're on track. And you know the difference between a good feeling and not a great feeling, and a difference between love and hate, right? Or fear. And it's a beautiful thing. And I know that we can all get there, and we can get there together. And that's why I'm here for you, and I know you're here for me as well, and we're all connected. But just like, let's this week, I hope that we all are inspired to focus on our connection, and to everything that is, and to all that we are, and that we have control over the peace that is radiated in this world. Like, we have control over that, and it starts within. It starts with ourselves. It starts with the wealth that we have in ourselves, because we're wealthy with energy, you guys, absolutely. And those material things that come into the physical world, right? Those are products of that energy and that thinking. So you have everything you need all within you, right here, right now, wherever you are, if you're driving, if you're just hanging out at home, if you're cleaning or working, whatever you're doing, you have all that energy within you. So, may it inspire you to just follow that part of your heart. And I promise the right things are going to come up, the right people, the right things that are going to get you onto the best path for you, the more that you take those little steps each day. So, that's the message I have for you today. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and it's a beautiful week. I'm sure I will talk to you very soon. But the sun will be out in Seattle, so I'm going to be out there enjoying and taking lots of pictures as well. So I hope to talk to you all soon, and I love you so much. And may we all find a way to understand our wealth in all forms and in our moment right now, and how blessed we are to just be living this really awesome natural life, and to be experiencing it on this incredibly beautiful planet. And what a gift it is to take care of ourselves, because in taking care of ourselves, it's impossible not to love ourselves, and it's impossible not to love others, and it's impossible not to love the planet and take really good care of it. So all my love, have a beautiful week. I know I said that 3 times or so, but Jaima, I will talk to you soon.